Julianne, you were not from hot coffee, were you?
No.
From a larger town.
From Los Angeles.
Yes, that's slightly larger. But so what, tell a little bit of your story.
Well, back when I was about to graduate from UCLA, you're confronted with the question, what are you going to do when you graduate? And for me, I always wanted to serve, do public service. And you know, I'm a child of immigrants, and I am one of those people who wanted to serve my country. I have so many opportunities here that I don't have, you know, growing up in somewhere else. And so I actually joined the Marine Corps. I went through officer candidate school. I actually knew before I joined that I was gay. Mm-hmm. And I remember very much studying the Don't Ask, Don't Tell policy, because I wanted to be a Marine, but I also wanted to understand the policy so I could be in the Marine Corps and actually adhere to the Don't Ask, Don't Tell policy. And for me, when I was very young, in my early 20s, I was sitting there thinking I could do that. I could be a great Marine and still follow this policy, because I thought, hey, you know, I want to be a hard charger, I want to lead Marines, I want to serve my country. And I joined. And reality really quickly settled in for me when I saw the toll it took on my personal life in terms of separating my work life from my personal life. Mm-hmm. But the interesting thing that I found out when I was serving in Okinawa and later in Parris Island was that I befriended a lot of junior officers, like we were company grade officers, so lieutenants and captains. And a lot of the officers at that rank, they tend to be the ones who are supposed to enforce something like Don't Ask, Don't Tell. Mm-hmm. And I actually came out to a few of my friends who were officers, and for them, they didn't really care. They were just like, you do a great job, you're a Marine officer, you take care of your Marines, you do the mission, and you're still jewels to us.
So do you think it's a generational thing, or?
Fundamentally, I think it is a generational thing. With younger Marines and service members, just in general, you're more exposed to the gay community in the media. People have friends who are gay, and I think that a lot of them realize that that has nothing to do with how you do your job. And you know, I had friends who actually went out of their way to make sure that they could protect me, because when I was given orders to go to Parris Island, South Carolina, I knew that was ground zero back in the 1980s for the gay and lesbian witch hunts that occurred, where officially the Marine Corps will say about 26 women were discharged under, you know, for being gay. Mm-hmm. This is pre-Don't Ask, Don't Tell.
Right.
And in reality, it was close to 100. Women were forced out because of suspicion of being gay.
Right.
And so when I got orders in 2001 to go to Parris Island, I remember the jokes were still there. Mm-hmm. Marines were joking about, you know, be careful about 4th Battalion.
I mean, even before you went there,
even
they were
before I
saying,
went there, they're like, hey, be
women.
careful of those women.